Hello, this is Rav James Jacobson Mazels with Orlev. The month of Elul, the month we're in, is a month of transformation, a month traditionally of Teshuva, of self-reflection, of trying to be the best people we can be. And we have an ancient tradition of doing Teshuva not from self-critique, not from judgment, not from beating ourselves up, but actually from a deep sense of love and potential of knowing who we can truly be in the world. So I want to take you a moment to lead you through one practice what helps us access that frame, that aspect, that way of doing tshuva. So you can just bring yourself into the body for a moment. Maybe notice your breath for a moment. Allow your body to be wide and settled, peaceful and strong. And now take a moment to just think of something good you've done. Really picture it, feel it. At any point in your life, something good you've done. We've all done good things. Something that was helpful or kind, or considerate. Just one particular moment. Maybe when you helped somebody or spoke kindly or heard or listened to somebody, listened to a friend, gave someone a hug. Picture as concretely as you can that moment, that experience. And allow it to permeate your heart and body. Allow yourself to feel the goodness of what you did. What it feels like to recognize your own goodness. If objections arise, well, I only did that because I want that person to like me or something, blah, 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 we'll just gently set them aside and say, well, whatever the reasons I did it, that was beneficial. It helped somebody. I'm not going to worry about that so much right now. I'm just going to appreciate the fact of kindness there. The fact that that was helpful. The fact that somebody was touched or aided or felt heard or listened to or held. Supportive. Making that image as vigorous, as vivid, as alive as possible. Really allowing yourself to take in the pleasure of your own kindness and goodness. Second option as you're doing that, if you'd rather, a second option is to instead think of some good quality in you, some quality you like about yourself. It can be anything. It can be kindness, it can be being funny, it can be being quick to help, it can be patience. Any quality that's a good quality in you. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't mean you always do that. Doesn't mean the other quality doesn't always also come up, the opposite of it. It just means, oh yeah, I have this quality and I quite appreciate that quality. And if so, you just sort of call to mind that quality. It's helpful to call to mind instances of it if you can. And just marinate in that quality. And similarly, if there's some objection, well, you only have that quality because blah, blah, blah. We're just going to sort of, again, compassionately say, oh, yes, sweetheart, I see that objection, but I'm just going to put you aside for right now and just enjoy this quality. Just luxuriate in this quality. So you might be sitting with a particular action that you've done, or you might be sitting with a broader quality that you have, that you appreciate. For some of us, calling up these qualities or actions can be very difficult. Though of course we all have these qualities and actions, but for some of us, there's so much resistance that it makes it difficult for us to genuinely acknowledge and see these actions and these qualities, though they're inside of us, and though they've been here throughout our lives. If that's true, you might just try to touch in your basic aspiration then to be free, to be happy, to be of benefit, to be loving. If you can't touch the fact that you have been many of these things, that's okay. See if you can just touch the aspiration, the yearning perhaps. You're yearning to be free. You're yearning to be joyous. You're yearning to be beloved and loving. And again, you can then just sit with that yearning, that aspiration, and feel its supportiveness. Feel how it enlivens you. Feel how it allows you to touch into something else. So we'll just take another minute or two. You can choose whatever of these was easiest for you to access. You can just sit with it a bit more. If you've worked with one particular action you did, you might bring up a second one. Feel the loveliness of that. Allow yourself to smile. Allow any positive feelings that come up to just find a home in the body. Find a home in the heart. This itself is enough, and this itself is a full practice. So you might just end your practice here, feeling your own goodness and allowing that to accompany you throughout the day. If you'd like this to take a step further in our sort of Teshuva practice, you can try out the following as well. Still present in that sense of appreciation for your own good quality, your good actions, or yearning or aspiration for just basic happiness and connection and love. Take a moment to imagine, to bring to mind a place of difficulty or challenge in your experience when you behave or react or respond in a way you'd rather not. Just imagine that context for a moment. Then imagine what it would be like if you stepped into that context with this feeling, a feeling of your own beauty and goodness, a feeling of your own lovely aspirations, your beautiful aspirations, your beautiful actions, your beautiful qualities. Just an act of the imagination. What might it feel like to step into that situation aware, clear, present, embodied with this sense of your own goodness? And see if that seems to shift how you might respond in that situation. Might it make you less reactive? Might it make you more generous and understanding? If you are rooted in your own sense of your own goodness. So we'll just pause our practice there for today. And I very much encourage you to experiment with this practice on your own. As you may have noticed, this can be a powerful method for doing the work of Teshuva, for transforming how we show up in the world, doing it not from a place of judgment or self-berating, but rather from a place of really seeing in a glorious and beautiful way our own goodness, our own deep aspirations, our own beautiful qualities, and allowing them to more fully show up and lead us through these challenging situations.